Well, we are back in the wild card, everybody. Welcome to Snypz TV Gaming. I'm your boy Snypz. Early bird special as we get the Mel playoffs underway. We got DJS and the 12-5 Bucs taking on D-Nice and the 11-6 Vikings, the NFC North champions. Vikings, that is. And guys, without further ado, we're ready to get to this game. I hope you guys are ready for it. Let me know in the chat who you guys are picking to win this ball game as they are getting ready to kick this thing off and underway for season 2 here in the Madden 25 cycle. As we get this thing underway again, guys, thank you so much for being a part here on Snypz TV Gaming. Big shout out to DJS for the sub once again. Happy 12 months. Happy year to DJS for the subscription. Thank you so much for showing support here on Snypz TV Gaming. And now let's see what DJS could do here. As he's going to start off with the football today. 1st and 10 coming up. As we get this train rolling, is definitely going to be an interesting game. These guys have played before. We'll talk a little bit about that as well, too. Big shout out to my guy Tweet in the chat. Good to see you. Appreciate you stopping by and rocking with us. And Whitman is going to be the starter here. Actually thought it was going to be Mayfield, but he's got Whitman out there. And we'll talk a little bit about Whitman in just a moment. So he's got the rookie Daniel Whitman out there. He's only got 327 yards, 4 touchdowns, but no interceptions for Whitman. So we was actually prepared to see Baker Mayfield, but obviously that's not going to be the case here today. As Whitman comes out here, 2nd down and 1 coming up here at the 39. And back for the pass again, and he launches that. That's going to be caught. Good spin cycle, and we'll get a new set of downs. 1st and 10 coming up. Uh-oh. What's going on? Okay, there we go. So 1st and 10 here at the 44-yard line. First time moving a change today for the Bucs. And Whitman's going to launch this up one-on-one here to Godwin. Godwin trying to beat him, and he does it to 1. What a catch! Chris Godwin with an insane grab at the 1-yard line. Unreal. And it's a 1st and goal now at the 1. And a good start here for the Bucs as they punch it in for the game's first touchdown. So the Bucs get on the board first. And it's a 7-0 game. As DJS responds quickly, and now the Vikings will get things going here today, and we'll see what they do here on offense. So a 1st and 10 coming up. Vikings come out here with J.J. McCarthy. In the regular season for him, 4,253 yards, 35 touchdowns, 19 picks on the year from McCarthy. And a quick flat play on the first pass of the day here from McCarthy will get a 3-yard gain on the play. 2nd down and 7 coming up here at the 37-yard line. So 2nd down and 7 for the 2nd best offense in the league, averaging 34 points a game on the offensive side. Got a couple seconds left. He's got to hurry up and hike it, and ends up calling a timeout. So 2nd and 7. Gun set here at the 37. Quick pass up, and that's going to be incomplete. He's lucky that wasn't picked off. And that brings it now to a 3rd down. Third down coming up. Quick pass up again, and this time Rice will get the catch. And a brand new set of downs here for the Vikings. So 1st and 10 coming up here is Snypz. Moves the sticks. Vikings just got done playing the same Bucs team. Kind of was a crazy situation. Actually, apologies. I don't think they did play, actually. I think they may have played. Did they play in a different league or something? Let me know in the chat, guys. Did they play in a different league? They may have played in a different league. I'm not exactly sure. And the 1st and 10 is Chubb will get the toe straight up the middle, and he just bulldozes his way down to another first down. A 1st and goal coming up. Talk about bussing people over. 1st and goal now to 6. And hands it off again, and Chubb gets it done for the Vikings' first touchdown. I mean, hey, this is what you want to see. These are the things that you want to see in these games. You want to see some grit and some fight, and we've been seeing it. By both teams already, only their first drives, they're both able to put in touchdowns early. And once again, guys, thank you for tuning into this NFC Wildcard game here between the Bucs and the Vikings. DJS taking on Snypz. As we get the Bucs with the second time with the football today, Whitman back to work. Hands it off here to DeAndre Swift, and he'll only gain a yard on the play. Brings it out to a 2nd down. So 2nd down coming up. Whitman again back. That's some good protection. And not a lot there, but he does get the first down pass. So 1st and 10 coming up. As DJS, he finds Trey Palmer for that grab. And now Whitman back to work again here. 1st and 10 at the 44. It's with another play action. This time the out route caught. So Ayuk will get him another first. This time at the 34-yard line. So some good play calls here so far by both teams offensively. So coming up on 2 minutes remaining here in the first quarter is Swift. Will get the tote here and only gets 2 this time. Brings it to a 2nd down and 8. 2nd and 8 coming up. Bunch set to the right side of the hash marks. Whitman back for the pass. Blitz coming, launches it, and that is almost picked. It ends up being a 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. That was almost an interception. We'll go back and take a look at the replay in just a moment. Oh, my goodness. Like it should have been a pick there, but Whitman back for the pass again. This time the drag route, and he'll gain about 6 on the play, or bring it out to a 2nd down. But take a look at this play here. I mean, you can't thread it any better than this. Look at that. Hell of a try. Under a minute left here in the first quarter. First quarter went pretty fast as both teams are able to get themselves into the red zone quickly. And another big catch here for Ayuk, and he'll punch in another Bucs touchdown. You can't ask for a better start here for DJS. 2 drives, 2 tutties. This time, Brandon Ayuk is able to punch it in. And the Vikings will get good field position starting at the 39 after that run back. So 1st and 10 coming up. Big shout out to Slick in the chat. Good to see you. Hove in the chat. Good to see you as well, too. Yep, I saw it, my brother. I saw it. I saw it. We're going to talk a little bit about it in the next quarter. I wanted to wait till like the 2nd quarter to go in a little bit about my feelings on that Daniel Jones situation. Probably the last play of the quarter coming up here is that'll go down for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down and 8. That's going to do it here for the 1st quarter. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it real quick. As we're in the playoffs right now here for the MEL League. And good game here so far, 14-7. DJS is able to get 2 scores on 2 drives. See if the Vikings can return the favor here on his 2nd drive currently. It's a 2nd down and 8 coming up here at the 47-yard line. And again, we're going to talk about the topic of the day in the NFL, which is simply Daniel Jones getting released. I got to tell you, as a Giant fan, I have mixed feelings. Let me tell you why. I have mixed feelings. I'm going to tell you guys in just a second what my mixed feelings are all about. I really shouldn't have mixed feelings because the guy's bad. He's played bad. Simple as that. But I do have mixed feelings. I do have mixed feelings about it. I got a little bit of mixed feelings about it. Quick pass again, and he's really slinging this rock here today. A 2nd down and 5 coming up. So far for the pharmaceutical distributor, D Nice. Hands it off here, and nice cut to the inside, and that'll get him another 1st easily. So 1st and 10 hit the 19-yard line coming up. But my mixed feelings about the whole Daniel Jones situation is as follows. And it just goes right back to what happened last year and what happened with Saquon, as most people saw on Hard Knocks. You decided to pay Daniel Jones over Saquon Barkley. And while at the time, I agreed with the fact that we needed to have a quarterback, as he's going to get a, oh, wow, he should have caught that one. That's going to bring it to a 3rd and 9. While at the time I agreed that we needed to have a quarterback. There's no question about it. You got to have a quarterback. But to pick him over signing Saquon Barkley, I thought that was a little outrageous. I thought they should have took care of Saquon first, as we see another 1st down. Oh, broke the tackle. Justin Jefferson continuing to break tackles. And it's going to be a 1st and goal at the 9. But it's frustrating as a Giant fan, because you decide to do this with 7 games left in the year. I mean, we're terrible as it is, but you decide to do this with 6 or 7 games left in the year, because he asked, obviously he asked for it. So I get it. But from an organizational standpoint, we got to be the worst in the league. The Giants have to be the worst organization in the league. I thought it was the Panthers. I'm going to keep it a stack, everybody. 3rd down and goal coming up here at the 4. I thought it was the Panthers. I really did. I thought it was the Panthers. It is clearly not the Panthers. It's the Giants. The Giants are the worst organization in the league. They're the worst right now. They've been like this for quite some time. And this mistake right here, as we punch in yet another Vikings touchdown. So this game is going back and forth already. As you take a look at the replay, untouched, unscathed, straight into the end zone for the tutty, and we're tied up at 14 apiece. And the Bucs will start at the 30-yard line. But listen, again, the Giants are the worst organization in the league. They are. They're the worst organization in the league. David Gettleman did us dirty by drafting Daniel Jones at the number 6 pick. Drafting him and not having an offensive line. Drafted a quarterback like that at number 6 and not having an offensive line. Nice catch for the first down. I mean, it's just so many different situations. But what really grinds my gears right now is how the what's the best word for me to put it? Oh, good cut. We'll get the first there as well to 34. But what grinds my gears mostly is the players in the locker room. That's what's pissing me off more than anything else about this organization. It's the players in the locker room right now. Now y'all trying to defend Daniel Jones. You can't defend the fact that you've been a bad quarterback. You've made bad decisions. Granted, it's not all Daniel Jones' fault, because I will never put all of it on him, because we haven't given him an offensive line. We got rid of Saquon Barkley. So we clearly saw after that, which I talked about this in the past, right after Saquon Barkley left, that was it for Daniel Jones. That was it. It was a wrap. You don't have that security blanket anymore to go behind. You don't have it anymore. So with that, you got to kind of look at it and just say, you know what I mean? We set him up for failure. The Giants organization set him up for failure. I didn't set him up for failure. The Giants did. The Giants set him up for failure. Total failure. Period. The second Saquon Barkley left, that was it. It was done for Daniel Jones. You should have signed Daniel Jones, and you should have bit the bullet and took care of Saquon Barkley at the same time. That we might be talking maybe a little bit different, but I don't think much differently. But what really, oh, nice pass. He's going to get that down to the 1. Man, DJS, he's on point right now as well, too. A first and goal now to 1. Good play action, and he's going to get sacked there. Loss of 8 as Van Ginkel gets in there for the sack. Second down coming up. You know what I mean? But you know, going back to the whole Giants situation, the biggest factor right now is everybody in the locker room. It's pissing me off. Dexter Lawrence, who I firmly believe he is one of the top 3 best defensive players in the league today. Fantastic player. Okay? Fantastic player. I gotta say this though about my guy. And I love him. Oh, nice play. He's gonna punch it in again. And now they are 3 for 3 with another touchdown. And look, this is a back and forth game. I mean, somebody's got to get a stop eventually, but right now, there's no defense can stop anybody right now. This has been a crazy game here so far, 21-14. With 1:20 left, and look at this. He's going to run it back more than likely. Oh, never mind. He's going to get hawked down. Down to the 40. But he gets a great run back. I know 1st and 10 coming up. But Dexter Lawrence right now, man, he's the main one. You know, talking about, you know, this is his best friend and this, that, and the third. And, you know, they got rid of his best friend and everything else. I'm not a fan of that. As an organization, you already know. I don't care if he's your best friend or not. I could tell if he's your best friend you could keep it a buck with your best friend. That's the way I see it. You could keep it a stack with your best friend, and you could tell your best friend, yo, you're not playing good. Period. You're not playing good. You might not be the fit for this team. You could tell your best friend that. You might do better somewhere else. Heck, look, I'm a firm believer of Daniel Jones getting another opportunity somewhere else, maybe as a backup. Maybe as a backup. I think the only way he will start is if he gets signed on Monday to the Dallas Cowboys. If he got signed to the Dallas Cowboys, they will definitely start him Thanksgiving. They'll start him on Thanksgiving Day. They will not start Cooper Rush. They will start Daniel Jones. They will give Daniel Jones an opportunity with a better offensive line to see what he can do. And if he doesn't do anything, they're not going to lose much of anything. I could see him going to Dallas. I really can. I could see Daniel Jones going to the Cowboys. I could see it. He can go to the Cowboys or release him at the end of the year. They don't have a quarterback for the rest of the year. I could see him going to Dallas. I could see it on Monday that he gets signed by Dallas. Anybody else's roster, no question, it's going to be a backup situation. It's going to be a backup. He is going to be a career backup from this point forward. For anybody else's roster, he will be a backup, no doubt about it. But I'm going to tell you what, man, these guys in the guys in the locker room, it's not cute, man. It's not cute. And as a fan, it makes me not want to be a fan. He's going for this with 4 seconds left. I don't know if I agree with this on 4th and inches, but he's going to do it anyway. And that is going to be out. And that'll do it for the first half. He could have had 3 points on the board. That could come back to haunt him. 21-14 at the half of this playoff matchup here between the Bucs and Vikings. A good game here so far. DJS so far looking pretty solid offensively. I got to give it to him. And this is coming from the first year, not doing the best, but obviously still being able to do some work. And obviously this second year, he definitely stepped up with the 12-5 record. But the Vikings are going to get another opportunity here as they start with the ball at the third quarter. And that's going to be caught and gets knocked down at the 32-yard line for a gain of 2. Second down coming up. But I ain't going to go on too much of a hustle and bustle about the Daniel Jones situation. I am happy that we no longer have to worry about him, and now we can truly focus really hard on a quarterback coming out. Now, we had a better quarterback draft this year, but when you got a guy like Malik Neighbors, you can't pass that up. You just can't do it. But now we can really focus on the quarterback for the draft as we see another big catch here at the 43. But now we can focus on a quarterback and focus on working on this offensive line in free agency and the draft. We got to work on the offensive line. This is not going to be a wow, good play there by Jefferson, and Jefferson finally knocked out the 7 at a 1st and goal coming up. But yeah, the Giants got to get an offensive line, and they got to get a quarterback. I mean, the quarterback first, obviously. Straight up the middle, and won't get much for Nick Chubb. Brings it out to a second down. Well, second down coming up. Nick Chubb came into this game with 11 touchdowns. Led the team in touchdowns. Todd Chandler actually led the team in rushing. And there goes Chandler right there, and he is going to punch in a big touchdown. So Todd Chandler comes into the plate and makes his presence known. Talked about him right on cue. And now, just like that, we're tied up at 21 apiece. So back to work again goes DJS. Look, somebody cannot make a mistake. I mean, it's just that simple. And kind of going back into what happened with the Vikings, again, if he loses his game by, let's just say he lost by 3 points, it's going to be clear to know that near the end of the quarter, when you know you're going to get the football back, that I'm questioning that situation, because you knew you were going to get the ball to start the third quarter. You got 4 seconds left. what is the purpose of you going for it there with 4 seconds left? I know you want to try to possibly take, tie the game up and then take the lead, kind of shift it a little bit, but you're not going to be able to do that. I mean, it's just as simple as that. Almost broke free of that. It's going to be a 3rd and 2 now coming up. So if he does lose this game, it might come back because of that decision in the first half, end of the first half. Third down and 2 here at the 38-yard line. Whitman's going to take off. He'll get the first on the play and slides down. So 1st and 10 here now at the 44-yard line. NFC wildcard round action here between the Vikings and the Bucs. And the Bucs got a solid drive going here right now as DeAndre Swift will gain 6. That brings it now to a 2nd down and 4 coming up. Hiroshima in the chat. Good to see you, my brother. Second down and 4, straight up the middle here. Cuts it outside. Good cut there by Swift. And he will swiftly get the first down on the play. 1st and 10 coming up. So 1st and 10 here at the 45. Hands it off to Swift again, and this time we'll only gain about 2 on the play here, bring it to a 2nd down and 8. So 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line. Whitman back for the pass again. And he's going to take a huge play right there on the defensive side by Phillips. And that's going to be a huge sack. So now 3rd down and long coming up. Back for the pass again for Whitman, and he goes down again. So that brings it now to a 4th down. Now listen, the first half, I got to say DJS he's been passing the football extremely well for a team that is actually last in passing yards. He passed the football quite well, but obviously he came out here in the 3rd quarter and has kind of debunked that first half theory at the moment. And now let's see what D Nice can do here on the defensive side, or excuse me, on the offensive side. As McCarthy is back for the pass here, and he's going to get sacked. Huge deal there, brings it now to a 2nd down after that one. Back for the pass again. And that's going to be caught here, and good spin cycle, and that gets it down to a 3rd down and 7 coming up. This Bucs defense, they gave up less total yards per game than anybody in this league. They were tops in the league as far as that is concerned defensively, with just under 295 total yards per game given up. Fantastic defense by the Bucs. They are the top defense in the league as well, too. But right now, they got their work cut out for them, as that's going to be another 1st down here at the 36-yard line. This game has gone lightning fast for 9-minute quarters as it continues to go here. 19 seconds left. Probably the final play coming up. McCarthy hands it off here to Chubb, and Chubb will get knocked down, and that is going to do it for the 3rd quarter. Showtime and go time here in the 4th, folks. An excellent ball game, tied up at 21 apiece here in the wild card. Winner will move on to the divisional round, and we're going to talk a little bit about that as well, too. We got some other games that are going to be taking place also. I'm not sure if any games are going to be other games going to be streamed tonight, like maybe on Night Scream TV's page. Got to double check that and see what's going on with that. As McCarthy's back for the pass here as we start the fourth quarter. And looks like he will get knocked down at the 26. It's a third down in inches now coming up. So third down coming out here in the pistol. Hands it off. That's going to be easy pickings. And gets knocked down to 17. Puts him in the red zone. A 1st and 10. Now at the 17-yard line. Eagles have to play the Cardinals. That is going to be a number 5 seed. Excuse me, not number 5, apologies. Oh, wow, what a play there. That is huge for the Bucs. And wow, what a shot in the gut for a big-time touchdown. That is a shot in the gut for the Vikings. A straight shot in the gut. The RPO picked off. Read that thing like a book. And he's able to bring it home for the pick 6 tutty. Wow. So now it's 28-21. Bucs back on top. And D Nice launching this one. That's going to be incomplete with 7:30 left. There's still tons of time remaining in this game. McCarthy back again. We'll get the completion, and Chandler will get him a new set of downs. 1st and 10 coming up. But as I was talking about earlier, the Eagles have to play the Cardinals. Eagles are the 6th seed, taking on the 3-seeded Cardinals. The Giants, for a third time's a charm matchup. That's what I like to call it here on Snypz TV game. As you see, another incomplete pass. 2nd down and 10 coming up. But the Giants have to take on the Commanders. The Commanders are the 2 seed in the NFC. And they are taking on the Giants, who are 10-7. And that's going to be incomplete as well. 3rd down and 10 coming up. And on the NFC side, you got the Jags having to take on the Baltimore Ravens, who are the number 3 seed. So it's going to be the 6th seed Jazz, 3rd seed Ravens. Jets and Broncos will be going at it. And that's a shot there to Jefferson. And a big-time hitter-quitter for another touchdown. Jetta able to help him tie this game up. Justin Jefferson wide open on the play. Beat him by a good 3-4 yards. And the Bucs get the football back tied up at 28 apiece. In the final AFC game, you got the Colts and the Dolphins going to be going at it. The Colts are the 7th seed at 9-8 this year, taking on the Dolphins, who are 14-3, and they are the number 2 seed in the AFC. The Tennessee Titans are your number 1 seed in the AFC, while the New Orleans Saints, they squeezed it out against Washington to grab that number 1 seed, and they're on a bye as well. So obviously the lowest seeds after the wild card will take on the top seeds. So in this particular game here, you obviously got the 4-5. This is a 4-5 spot right now. So the Bucs were able to come back, and well, the Bucs were able to win this game. As he's going to launch this up, he is wide open. What a shot right there. DeAndre Swift will punch in another Bucs touchdown. Good shot there to Swift. And it's 35-28. So if the Bucs win this game, a lot of things are going to have to come into play, obviously. The Eagles are the number 6 seed. The Giants are the 7th seed. So if the Giants and the Eagles win, if the Giants and the Eagles actually win their games, then obviously the Giants will move on to square off against the Saints. If the Commanders win, against the Giants, which again, this is a third time to charm matchup, and man, these guys are just leaving everybody open in this game as they punch in another touchdown. Where's the defense at? Like, there is no secondary help for anybody right now. I mean, look at the separation here. This has happened time and time again today. And it's tied up at 35 apiece. 70 points on the board with 4:37 left in the game. So if the Giants and the Eagles lose their game, then that'll be a 16 to 7 seed out of the playoffs. That would automatically mean that the Bucs will square off against the Saints. If the Bucs win this game, now let's think about the other side here for the Vikings. Vikings are a division team. They are the 4 seed. They're squaring off right now against the 5th seed. If they were able to get this win, they're going to square off against the best team, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, no, they will actually. Yeah, because that'll be the 5, 6, and 7 teams out if the Giants and the Eagles lost their games. So what would happen is, if the Vikings win their game, they'll be squaring off against the highest ranked team left, with the exception of the number 1 seed. So he will have to square off against the 2-seeded Washington Commanders. So it would be a Minnesota Vikings, Washington Commanders game. And that would be in the divisional round. Second down and 10 here at the 50. At this point, if you're the Bucs, as he's going to run this rock here, brings it out to a 3rd and 4. Now, you got to think right now, like, if you're the Bucs right now, you're about to hit the 2-minute warning. So right now at this point in the game, you get a first down, you can run some clock. You have to make Minnesota call timeouts at this point. If you can get this first down, so 3rd and 4, this is a big deal coming up. That's a dangerous pass, and he threw it. That was not a good pass to make at all, and the Vikings, they may have a shot to win this game. This is not a good pass by DJS. He was better off either trying to run it or throw the football away. He cut right underneath it. And now the Vikings running the football as they are knocked all the way down at the 34-yard line. And a 2nd and 2, an 8-yard gain. That puts him in field goal range. And let's see if he just continues to run the football here. Now the Vikings are in the driver's seat. Hands it off here to Chubb. Chubb will get the first. And this clock is going to continue to tick down here as he comes out here in the no huddle with under a minute left. McCarthy's going for a pass here, and he's going to launch it, and that's caught! He's going to get down, though, at the 7-yard line. Definitely a smart play as the clock continues to wind down. A timeout going to be called with 12 seconds left now. Second and goal, another handoff here to Chubb, and Chubb will go down with 8 seconds left now. And it's a third down and goal. Third and goal here at the 8. Excuse me, at the 7 with 8 seconds left. And he's going to hand it off again. Breaks the tackle on his way and knocked down. And he calls his final timeout with 4 seconds remaining. And here we go. And he is not going to be able to ice him on this play. And he will have 2 seconds left to make something happen. 38-35 Minnesota. Looks like they might end up winning this game, but we've seen crazier things happen. Let's see if it goes down this time around. That ball's going to go out of bounds, and we are down to the final play of this wild card game. DJS. Down to the final play. Takes off and goes down, and that is going to do it for this one. 38-35, the final count in this ball game. What a finish once again for D-Nice, able to get it done and cap the season for the Bucs. 3-point victory here for D-Nice as he gets it done. Congratulations to D-Nice, knocking DJS out of the playoff hunt. And man, let me tell you, I mean, that was a crazy finish, but obviously this is how he finishes the game off here with the game-winning field goal for the Vikings. They're able to get it done. Congratulations again to D-Nice and the Vikings as he moves on to the divisional round. With that being said, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. We got one more game tonight. It's not for the MEL League. It'll be a Super Bowl for the PFL League. That'll be taking place later on tonight at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And then we won't be doing any other games until Sunday. All right, so Sunday afternoon, I should say. Sunday afternoon. All right, so with that being said, everybody, again, thank you so much for tuning in. It is your boy Snypz. Gonna get on out of here. Take care, be blessed, and we will catch you guys in the next one. We're out, y'all. Slide, folks.